welcome to Construction Business News Middle East. We are here at Cityscape Global 2025, which is your one-stop shop to know what Saudi Arabia has for the future. So without any further ado, join us on our journey to explore what's happening more. Hello Alina, thank you for joining us here at Cityscape Global. How does it feel? How are you?
Yeah, I'm quite busy, but to be honest, Cityscape is a place for us to come. There are many of our clients here, some of the clients that we are not even working yet, but we have set up a meeting with them. And I find it really interesting because people are really quite excited to even explain you what they are doing and what they are coming on the pipeline. So for us as an architect to be working with them in the future and for them taking the time to explain us what their vision, what they are looking forward for, what projects are coming on the pipeline. It's quite important for us as an architect to be part of everything happening.
I mean, you know, one thing which I find it very fascinating and interesting is that there's so much more that needs to happen and is going to happen that as real estate players that we are seeing here to an architect who's actually going to help the developer bring that to vision.
Yeah.
What kind of pressure do you feel or that you have as an architect to deliver such massive projects?
For us, pressure is always timeline. Especially for real estate developers, everything is for tomorrow. They need to start selling.
Yeah.
And they want you to make sure that they are bringing your money back. That's the goal of a real estate developer. But at the same time, they want to guarantee the quality. They wanted to guarantee that they have something a little bit more unique. Something very trendy right now is that they want to make sure that every residential landscape is having that hospitality feel and hospitality experience coming from the hotels and resorts, but having in your residential landscape itself. But for us, the biggest pressure we love design, we love to create something new, but the biggest pressure is timeline. And that's why we really try to speed up our design process because since we signed the contract, they are asking when you're submitting the next day or maybe yesterday. But I mean, that's our daily life. We have learned a lot how to streamline the process, how to make sure that we keep the quality, keeping the excitement of the project, creating something unique, but at the same time, we speed up. Our team right now is fully BIM and fully Revit, so that's something that we make sure that the team is really trained because having the team fully BIM and Revit, the speed of the whole construction process really move faster.
So, I mean, timeline, yes, I think from an architect point of view, that's correct. Now that we're here in KSA, what are certain trends that you're seeing, which is a beautiful marriage between real estate and architecture, and how do you see that you, as Alina, as your company Valcarce, is going to be embedding that in the future projects, or the projects that you're going to be signing soon? So, can you let us know about
we love real estate, and I think that our team capability in the real estate market is quite huge. But not just in Saudi, also in the UAE itself. We have about 17 projects under construction right now. The clients here that we are looking and we are working on at the moment, they are looking to our experience that we bring from the UAE as well. Majority for a developer right now for real estate, apart from bringing something unique, bringing the quality to the project, they wanted to make sure that the lobbies are not just lobbies, basic places to pass anymore. They are actually places to stay, to enjoy, to even have some calls on if you are living on the residential, so coming a co-working space. A lot of people are looking to the longevity of apartments, like what kind of amenities, what kind of facilities can really help for the longevity of people, the wellness, look and feel. So it's really interesting how real estate is not just a residential apartment anymore, that you are putting an apartment in the top of each other, but how developers are looking at what kind of amenities you're going to have, what kind of facilities you're going to offer. Amenities itself is going to help you to have a better lifestyle. So, I mean, even if I look when I was developing residential 10 years ago to what I'm doing now, it's more like a resort, it's more like a hotel. And at the same time, clients that are really coming very interesting right now. Like one of them wanted to have a clinic, a longevity clinic, and I was asking, what is a longevity clinic? What do you want me to have in the residential? It's just a residential building, but it becomes to have a residential building plus. So they are looking to what else you can bring into the residential landscape that help residents to feel better. So, it's quite interesting how some of the projects that we are.
Just to build on what you just said, I think Jeddah and Riyadh as two major cities in Saudi, they have their own elements. I think when it comes to Jeddah, people want waterfront. With Riyadh, it's more of a fast-paced, commercial, you know, cosmopolitan city vibe. How are you balancing that?
The type of apartments are different. When you look at Jeddah and you look at beachfronts, people look at it as a relaxing place. And even people that maybe live in Riyadh, they have a place in Jeddah. So the type of living is very, very different to what you come to those beach kind of waterfront cities to the ones that are very cosmopolitan and business focused. Apartments are smallest in the bigger cities. You try to, when you develop the apartments itself, you try to make sure that everything functions really in a condensed, easy layout that makes sure that you have everything in a smaller space as possible. As well, like business cities, there is a huge catering for young people, business workers that they are just coming to a studio plus, one bedroom apartment maximum. And you need to cater for that big amount of, and Saudi itself is so young that you have so much density on this kind of very demanding of apartments that are smaller as well. Of course, you are always going to have the families that are bigger and get bigger space, but a lot of smaller apartments are coming up.
Great. And last question, when I say 2026, what is Alina going to be doing in Saudi? What are certain plans that you can give us a little bit of insight on?
We have a very excited project at the moment. Of course, everything in this country is on the NDA, but I will look forward to really put out there some of them. Some very, very interesting, very innovative that the visionary here really wanted to show something very unique that no one else in the world had done. To good master plans, very family oriented, very hospitality look. So we also are discussing a few resorts as well, a lot of hospitality, kind of the hospitality that we are discussing and the hospitality project that we are developing at the moment is really having that Saudi identity, but very, how can I say, very futuristic mindset. Like they really wanted to show that, I mean, majority of Saudis, the young population, very funky, Saudis that are really very freedom right now, but at the same time, really a strong culture. And they are trying to bring that to the hospitality and how can that be an identity for Saudi hospitality. So that's a project that we are working right now that is really, really interesting.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to hear more about it, but thank you so much for joining us and looking forward to seeing what all magic you're going to create next year.
Thank you for having me.